windmill itself, ah?
Well, no, she just said up where to work, near where the windmill is.
There's a tank there. There's a tank. This is a tank, isn't it? This is a tank. This is a water tank. But where is the tap? Maybe 4 cents or not?
I don't know. They're a cheap card, so they do it, they don't do it. Hopefully all good or not. last time.
It's the same one. No pinky.
Yeah, there's nothing much up on the ridge actually. See. That was much better last time. They were right up this ridge. Head chef.
Yeah, head chef. They give you a head butt.
Yeah, I know. Tell people that now. Got it on film. So you're going to tell everybody about your awesome fried rice?
What?
Tell everybody about your awesome fried rice?
Who?
You.
When?
Now.
What for?
Why not?
No. Awesome.
So the master chef is not going to cooperate?
No.
No. So what do we got? We got frozen peas, fresh chopped carrot, sliced lapjong, some sliced garlic. Yeah,
Shallots.
what else we got there? Some chopped shallots. Is that onion?
That's onion.
That's onion,
That's
yeah.
a red onion.
We pre-boil the rice in the morning because you'll get a better fried rice if you do that. And we're doing it with pork. A lot of times we'd add in prawns, but today we can't be bothered. We have some dried Chinese mushrooms which have been soaked in hot water for most of the day. Then they're going to be sliced. Now before you add any rice to the meal, which will only happen after you've cooked the main ingredients, you fluff up the rice. Make sure it's as separated as possible, and then just put it aside until the rest of the ingredients are cooked. Oops! The decks are now cleared for action. We have all the ingredients ready. We're doing this as if we are travelling just in the 4x4. This is the table we'll be using. Little single burner cooker, and we'll now show you how to make fried rice that's as good as any restaurant you've ever been to.
You hope.
You hope, because it's your reputation.
Yes, you hope. I always say you hope.
Plain old cooking oil. Now the order in which the ingredients go in is fairly important. So we're putting the lapjung in first, fry those up, get the edges nice and crispy. And that already smells good. Lapjung, for the uninitiated, is dried Chinese pork sausage. And what's the next one?
Garlic.
Garlic, next one.
And the stock has gone in as well.
And some stock, which is prawn stock. About 1/4 of a cube.
No.
No, not 1/4.
No.
8.
1/5.
1/5 of a cube. Prawn stock. Now prawn stock you get from the Chinese grocery shop. Knorr brand is a good one.
They call it prawn broth. I mean.
Prawn broth, apparently. Okay.
Broth cube.
And the smell, I got to tell you already, just from those 2 ingredients, is killing me. I'm starving to death.
Put the shallots in.
Next ingredient, shallots.
Usually I don't use shallots, but just to make it tastier. Since I have them, might as well.
Master Chef, eat your heart out. Now this meal cooked out in the bush, in the middle of nowhere. Well, Canada's not quite in the middle of nowhere, but it's next to it.
I'm making it very tasty, that's why I'm going to add chicken stock.
Very tasty.
No doubt you got prawn stock is for the prawn flavor. Chicken stock is for the more flavor. Okay.
Now you've got to watch
It's
the
salty,
ingredients. Yeah, chicken stock's quite salty, so don't use too much. What you got to do here is watch the ingredients that are going in and work it out for yourselves. This isn't a cooking lesson, this is just how you make awesome fried rice.
Now,
Okay, the next ingredient to go in is onion, which was going to be carrots, but now it's onion, but never mind.
Onion first. Let the smell come out first, the onion. Then you put the carrot. Last will be peas, because peas
Peas are really quick.
Yep.
No fixed recipe with the fried rice, of course. You can stick pretty much whatever you like into it. But there are certain staples that work really well. The lapjung's good. Of course you can add prawns. We were thinking about chucking some prawns in, but after thinking about putting some of those on the barbie later on, I thought, we'll keep them for that.
I'll cook up the chicken, pork, and then only put the carrot, because I like crunchy carrot.
Okay, so if you don't like crunchy carrot, you should have stuck it in around the onion time. But if you like crunchy carrot, then pork is the next one to go in.
I don't like carrots to be too soft.
Now this is part of our experiment to see how well we could do just living out of the 4x4. Because as I've mentioned before in this video, we brought the camper trailer along as a bit of insurance to make sure that we're comfortable, and all the camper trailer has done since we started the trip is to be a complete pain in the ass. So I'm beginning to wish we'd just come out with the 4x4 gear anyway. that's the way things go sometimes. Next ingredient now is the carrots.
And mushroom can go into that.
And mushrooms as well. Now mushrooms, of course, are the Chinese dried mushrooms which have been soaked in hot water all day. Not ordinary mushrooms, you won't get the same result. So with fried rice it's important to get the ingredients in the right order, get everything cooked up before you add your rice. Now if this looks like a lot, yes it is. We're going to eat this meal for a couple of days. We'll chuck the leftovers in a takeaway container and keep it in the fridge for a couple of days, and it's an easy meal when we have to move. When you're camped up and you've got all your gear out, that's the time to do your slightly more complicated meals like this one. And we got there?
Five spice.
Five spice. Chinese five spice. Better give them a bit of a hint on the amount for that one.
Oh, just a little bit. Just
Little bit. Fifth of a teaspoon.
Maybe about 1/8.
1/8 of a teaspoon, okay.
Salt and then black pepper.
Teeny bit of pink salt.
Pink is good because it's got many minerals.
Yes, don't use processed salt, bad. Absolute rubbish. Full of all sorts of things that aren't salt. And don't use it.
Some black pepper.
Anti-caking agents and all sorts of crap that you don't want to eat. Now black pepper, good if you've got some nice fresh peppercorns that you can grind up like this. Okay, all the ingredients are pretty well done. We haven't put the peas in yet. They don't take more than a few seconds to cook. Oh, I didn't quite get all the rice out of the bottom, did I?
It's alright.
So the rice goes in, mix it all up together, throw the peas in, and by that time you're more or less done. We've got, what, one or two little sauces to go in yet?
Last I might even top up my Vitsin, my magic.
Oh, Vitsin, the naughty ingredient that nobody in the West wants to eat. Of course, one of the tricks with fried rice is to keep your rice as separated as possible, nice and light and fluffy. Now Vitsin, for those who don't know, is a sort of MSG substitute.
It's not Ajinomoto.
Yes, it's not MSG, but it's a substitute for that.
From Hong Kong.
All the health freaks, of course, will still fall over themselves. And
instead of using Ajinomoto, Vitsin is better.
Mm.
You need a little bit just to get the flavor going.
Teeny bit more salt. Taste as you go is the way to cook. If you don't taste it until the end, it's too late then. You can't adjust anything. Now, last thing, here comes the peas. They only need heating, they don't really need to cook. We'll have a bit of a stir and it'll be ready to plate.
Okay.
Good to me.
That's enough for two of us, right?
Yep.
For another meal?
Yep.
Yeah, should be enough. Yeah. Okay. Tuck in.
And how good is it? Let's see. Does it match the standards of the chef?
For me, it's okay. Good.
Yes. Okay, good. That looks good to me.
Flavor-wise, salt-wise, not too salty. Good.
Now, if the chef says it's good, it's got to be brilliant. Cheers, guys. We'll catch you later.